We are here today to announce that the Justice Department has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear. It's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
Good morning, everyone. It's finally time. The time has finally come that Bitcoin breaks out on a high time frame and puts in a massive bullish candle. The biggest move for Bitcoin has just started, and I think a couple of people are still unaware what that means now for us. Some people are unaware what's going to happen in the next weeks and months to come and throughout 2025 and what it means for altcoins and even for NFTs. Some people just don't get it yet, but no problem, you can watch this. And also, we are going to talk about the latest crypto news, what is happening around Bitcoin. We're going to talk about ECOMI and especially VeVe, as VeVe is at the moment at New York Comic Con, and there are a couple of bullish things that have just happened that also many people haven't seen yet. So make sure to stay tuned all the way through and enjoy this kickoff of the week. So, good morning. I think you might think I have forgotten it, but I didn't. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we are talking about some very interesting stuff here. And I want to say that this has been a crazy week. The last week has been a crazy week for me. So even more, I love to see the comments here and also what happened in the Rare Hodler group. Rare hodlers are already in the know what happened during this last week or the last day. So let's see. MVE says it's time to rise. PHers. OMI will take more time. What a pain of investment. Absolutely. Troy Paris says, let's hope next year we all can meet up in New York. There was lots of cool pics from the people who went. Yeah, absolutely. I'm also looking forward to have this trip overseas to meet up and have a good time. And as a thanks for the grind, Troy Paris is giving $20. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Now, we need to do a little bit of Rare Hodler talk here because, so first of all, that two things happened last week which influenced or from the last weekend to this weekend, which influenced why there wasn't as much video output, right? Or video and live stream output. And Rare Hodlers have been in the know directly from the start. But the first one is that I got engaged. And the second one is that it was my birthday 2 days ago. So Saturday was my birthday. So initially I planned to do a birthday stream, but then events unfolded and whatnot, and that all led to a little bit of a low output, even though I was like, oh my god, crypto's breaking out, I have to stream. And also I was in Paris for 2 to 3 days, which had nothing to do with the engagement nor the anniversary, but only with work. So that all happened in 1 week. So crazy stuff. But it is what it is, right? So also Patrick Bultman here. Good morning. Peter Dell also here. Hello from Australia. Greetings to the other side of the world. Let's have a big sip of coffee together. Any thoughts on radium? Not yet. We will see. MVE, happy birthday, bro. Thank you. Peter Dell also, thank you. Thanks to you. And let's get started. Let's get fine. Oh, by the way, no. Let's not get started yet. Here it comes. We have another, if you pay close attention to the right here of my screen, so you see Mr. V with the 42 and Troy Paris with the 39. And then on the right above, you see the flower bomber. That's new. Dom Vu has become a new rare hodler in the fam just yesterday. Or yesterday or the day before, somewhere there on the weekend. So welcome Dom Vu to the Rare Hodler fam. And if you also want to become a Rare Hodler, sponsoring this channel basically, then let me know and smash that button to become a subscribed channel member. Not only a subscribe button, but the real inscribed channel member for this YouTube channel, and then you're sponsoring that. Thank you, Troy Paris. You probably mean the engagement, because that I just I have birthday every year, so that's probably not that. I don't know about you, but I have birthday every year. but you only get engaged once. Actually, that's not true, because if people here are making wife-changing money, then they might be getting engaged another time. But it is what it is, right? That depends on whether you have already this life-changing wife companion, or if you need to make wife-changing wealth, and then you will find it. But I think it's easier the other way around. I think probably, very likely, it's easier to find someone when you're not wealthy yet, and then that person sticks with you, and then you get wealthy. I think that's probably the best outcome. Let's jump into this, because Bitcoin and some indicators are just flashing all massive bullish warning signs that the God candle is near, the big breakout is near. So let's look at what has happened. First of all, we closed the last week. We closed it on 68. What is that? 68. Right at 69K, it seems. We are at 69K 100. As you see, Bitcoin just doesn't stop because of that. So we had originally timed and estimated the pump on the 1st of November here. That didn't happen. So we were a little bit sad, but it's only like 1 or 2 weeks later this whole candle happened. So what you see here clearly is we shattered. There are a couple of bullish signs, so let's get through them. So first of all, we have a sequence of higher lows and higher highs here, right? So this is clearly an uptrend. So this uptrend led to the breakout. The weekly candle close, as we designed it, you remember us drawing this, what we want to see happened, what we want to see. And not only that, but this weekly candle closed above this overhead resistance here of these weekly closes. So not only did it take out this high, but it also took out this high. This is extremely bullish, right? So right now we see the continuation already happening. I mean, the week can be volatile once again, but very, very likely we have bullish continuation. You also see the retest here with this wick into this resistance zone. So perfect retest. If we go down to this perfect retest here into this resistance zone, for already in this week, this can happen a little. There can happen a drawdown. I mean, we did, and this is something to consider. We did not yet retest this breakout, but maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. We have been staying in this range so long, maybe we are not going to even retest this breakout. So the next thing here on this breakout is, together with this breakout, we have the weekly, the cross of the weekly MACD into bullish territory. And the last time this weekly crossed was, let me show you, was back here. So this was the bearish cross here, right at the halving. But the last time that the bullish cross happened was here. And what happened, ladies and gentlemen? A massive 170% pump. So if this was any indication and we were to say that this is going to lead to a 100% pump, well, that leads us to our big target here that we have since a long time, which is 119,000, which has a lot of confluence, right? But the breakout, for sure, the breakout of this, the most conservative breakout, leads us to 80K. Yeah, bears. By the way, bears in absolute disbelief. The bears in absolute disbelief. The next one is didn't happen yet, but the TSI is also about to cross bullishly. It's a little bit more, let's say, a little bit more lagging, but also more reliable signal here for Bitcoin to break out, right? So that's also happening at the same time, where the MACD already flashed green, right? And the RSI nowhere near oversold. So also for the RSI, you remember, we had this big trend line. We outlined the breakout of this trend line and said that the move will come. People didn't believe us. Bears didn't believe us. But here it is. Here's your breakout, your retest on this moving average of the RSI, and now we are going higher. And this is the start. This is the start of the big parabolic move. How does it look from a monthly perspective? Well, from a monthly perspective, we could argue that the move has started here with a shakeout, right? What is good though on the monthly as a signal, so first of all, we still have 10 days. Very likely we are going to close somewhere here. This breakout, right? We want to see this breakout obviously on the monthly, but what is good, and this is exactly what I told you, is that the TSI is coming back up with this pump and is not threatening crossover in the next months. So this means basically the bullish momentum is still on. As you know, on this channel we're putting a lot of weight on the TSI, as the TSI has called every bull market correctly until now, and also every bear market, right? So question mark, where is the next bear signal? Well, if we put a trend line here, we can expect our next bear signal up here, and that also means there is a lot of move still in front of us, right? This long consolidation round that Bitcoin just took, it means we were gearing up for a massive move. And once we're seeing this trend line hit, we are considering that the top is in, right? We are considering that the top is in. By the way, omeprazole, if you would become a rare hodler, you would be able to use PogChamp and Monka and so on as an icon, as an emoji. I have put them all in the chat. I have put them all, I've put them up. Yesterday I added two more. I added Resident Sleeper and, was it Resident Sleeper? No, Craigasm. I added Craigasm and Lul, the Lul meme, right? So like rare hodlers, they can use these things in the chat. Anyways, that just on the side. You don't have to. It's all good. Okay, so but now this breakout means now we can look and prepare when to take profit, right? And the price prediction, conservative 79,000. This is the next target. I don't think it will end there, but this is the next target. Then 98,800 is very likely going to be hit, and very likely also going to be a massive resistance, as the 100k psychological barrier is there. And then also there is 120k as the target of the big cup and handle. So here's a more clean chart of this flag, but look at this. Let's go to this one. I think this is the cleanest setup. You know this from my thumbnails and so on, right? Bears didn't believe it. Now they have to. Now they have to believe it. This is the breakout. This is the beginning of a breakout of this massive cup and handle that has been unfolding since basically November 21. It's the start of this cup and handle. No one wanted to believe it. We're talking about this since at least the beginning, since last year, that we're expecting a cup and handle to unfold here. It's completed now. It has the breakout has happened of this flag, and the target is very, very high, potentially higher than this. We will see with the indicators. We will check. But this means we have to look at other things now. We have to look at altcoin charts. We have to look at Bitcoin dominance. There is a big head scratcher at Bitcoin dominance. And it means that I have to increase the output of streams and videos over the next year. Building up this community, building up this channel. I think the position of the Rare Hodler fam is really nice, because I think we have brought some interesting views here. We have brought these patterns. We have brought the knowledge. I think we're there to grow now as a channel, right? I think we have positioned ourselves in the market and to grow as a fam. A lot of Rare Hodlers, that's already good, but we want more. We want more, and we are going to ride the next. We are going to ride this bull market, and we are going to predict when it ends, and we're going to take advantage, pile up liquidity, and take advantage of the next bear market. Everything of that, right? We are going to ride the BTC wave, the altcoins, and the NFTs. Let's see how it is. Aero's bleeding, that doesn't surprise me at all, not because it would be any bad or so, just because Bitcoin is running. And usually when Bitcoin starts running, altcoins are bleeding into it until it stops running. Yeah. CME always trades at a premium. That's a good call. That's a very good call. Let's look at CME. What is it? BTC1, I think. BTC1. Bitcoin futures. There you go, CME. So CME is trading exactly at what we have. Do we have any major gaps? Let's see on the daily. Do we have any major gaps? No gaps open. So CME doesn't really front run here. So I don't know. I like to look at other things, but it's a good call to look at this also when we're running and there are gaps opening. That's also going to be interesting, because it might be, if it's a big gap and we're running and we're not coming back to close it, it might be predicting already where our bear market bottom is going, right? So we will take a look at CME from time to time, but it's a good call, Mo. Okay, so let's look at this, because here are some on-chain things, right? So this is BTC new wallets over 1,000 Bitcoin. New Bitcoin whales are completely going nuts. This has never happened in history. You see these other runs and bear markets and so on. This is the inflow. You see, Chris is already using the good stuff. Hey Chris, I just said that there are 2 new emojis. I don't know if you can use them, but there are 2 new emojis. And if you have wishes for emojis, also let me know, and I will add them. I have added Lul and Craigasm. But anyways, so Bitcoin whales, miners and exchanges are excluded here. So these are not exchange wallets, but ETFs might be in here, or probably this is the consequence for ETFs. So they are just stacking like crazy. You know what that means, because this is supply shock prediction, right? If someone is still bearish, I don't know how to help them. Like, here's also the hash rate, right? Hash rate all-time high usually means going crazy. Here's the hash rate. Hash rate going parabolic. Miners just plugged in some extra equipment, right? And this is not like the... Oh, my mouse died. Give me 1 second. 1 second for the cable. I still can't believe that we're still in this time. I need I need an induction mouse pad or something like that for all this stuff. That's awesome. How about Floki symbol? Okay. Rare hodlers have the power to command. I can put in the Floki symbol. Let's see. Floki symbol. Also, yeah, maybe we need some more crypto symbol. We only have the Bitcoin symbol. Also, the Bitcoin ETF is still in its first year. Unbelievable, right? But in the beginning of January, we didn't have Bitcoin ETFs, and people were predicting that the Bitcoin ETF. Some people were predicting that the Bitcoin ETF might not come. We were all in doubt, but here it is, and it's massively outperforming gold ETF launch, right? So obviously it's a digital asset in a digital world, way more accessibility than when gold launched, but still, look at this. The inflows for gold ETF is not nearly as high in year one, nor even like none of the years has the inflows that Bitcoin has in the first years. So this is clearly a completely new thing, and it's grabbing attention, right? So let's see. Thank you for all you do. Love this show. Thank you very much, man. And love having you all here, man. I really enjoy it. Like, last week was completely unintentional that I was not streaming. But as you have heard in the beginning of the stream, it was absolutely worth it. So here we have the number of Bitcoin bought by US Bitcoin ETFs each month, right? So here it starts with 33k and then 116k. We only have, there's really only one net negative month of Bitcoin outflows in April when we crashed, right? So look at this. And may I remind you, there's only 450 Bitcoin mined every day, right? So now we have, until October 18th, already 30,000 Bitcoin inflow. That means every 10 days, you only get 4,500 new Bitcoins. And that would be about 9,000 on 20 days. So 30 days gives us 13,000 something, 500. Well, that's almost triple has been bought. So you can see how the supply it just can't keep up. And it's the first year since the halving, since April. It's the first year that the supply, so the dilution of Bitcoin is now lower than the one of gold, right? So crazy. I have hopes BTC will surpass gold's market cap this bull run. That would be because gold just put on 6 billion, right? 6 trillion in market cap. 6 trillion. So that would be crazy, because I would be already happy if it only piles on what gold has piled on in the last days. If it only would put on 6 trillion, that would be a 5-6x from here. It's absolutely crazy. We are only at 1 point something, right? So that would still be insane. It would still be insane. But with the money printing, with the financial bazookas in this world, nothing is impossible. It depends on how we will see this also in a second. I think somewhere I've brought it up. What's happening, right? I'm talking about this, I'm preaching this almost every day, like global liquidity going up. By the way, I didn't ask for it the entire stream, but please guys, smash up the like button. We have over 30 people here this morning and we're having a good time, so please smash up the like button. And there is way more good stuff coming the weeks and months to come. So the one thing is that gold has been king and always will be king, more secure than crypto in general. We will see, Peter. we will see. It comes down to adoption, because the one problem with gold is that it's not clear how much gold there is, and that every time that gold goes up in price, it becomes lucrative, just like oil, for miners to mine gold again, so they just can buy more equipment and so on. What the fuck? Oh my god. Happy birthday, PH. Thank you very. My eyes get watery a little bit, to be honest, Troy. Thank you very much for the $50 donation here for the birthday. I honestly, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was really cool. I wish I could have done a birthday stream for you guys and for me and for myself, but it is what it is. Now this has to be it. But thank you so much for the birthday cakes. Let's simulate the candle blowout. Wish is made. I wish us all a massive bull run with targets that defeat everything that we're expecting. Yeah, that is what I wish for. And for the ECOMI turnaround. So guys, smash up the like button for this. Absolutely insane, awesome. Thank you very much. Green Lantern says, GM boys, let's go. Present and liked, will drive and listen now. Okay, so have a safe drive. Thanks for the like, and good to have you here. Let's go. Yeah, thanks again, Troy. That's awesome. Chris says happy birthday. Thank you, man. It was 2 days ago, but yes. Thanks all. So only last week there were about 4,000 Bitcoin bought, which is more than was mined in a week. So you see how this affects, right? The miners can't supply this. And so to this birthday wish, Troy, there's a little bit like, how is this storm brewing? Like, current status of the bull market. Gold just hits new all-time highs. It's running. That's good for Bitcoin. People think that there is like a crazy competing situation, but it's not. It's really not. It's like, who buys gold probably buys Bitcoin right after. So then maybe even sells gold for Bitcoin. Who knows, right? But gold at all-time high. 16 days until election. That's actually less now, because this post was made on my birthday. So this is 2 days ago. So 14 days until election. Money supply increasing. So financial bazookas, global liquidity, everything that we're talking about. Omniproso says happy 50th birthday. I missed it. Well, I missed it too. It's not 50. It's not 50, not even close. By the 50th birthday, probably, like, if I just hodl my Bitcoin until my 50th birthday, that's probably it's probably being like way higher, right? Money supply increasing, but BTC on exchanges on 6-year low. We just saw it, right? How whales were piling on. 37k Bitcoin bought by ETFs last week. Bitcoin options begins trading next week. Oh yeah, that's also news, right? We didn't discuss this on stream, but the SEC has approved Bitcoin option trading. Billions will be paid out to FTX creditors still. This is happening right now. And very likely now that Kamala is fucking it up a little bit, very likely now Trump is going to win the election. But we will see. A lot of things can happen. There is things that can be done by certain actors to prevent this, which I'm not going to comment more here. Yeah. But yeah, we would need, like, if Trump and Vance win, we will have crypto degen in office in the US. 10 million Bitcoin. Yeah. Go Trump, the great savior for the world of crypto. 2040, let's go. Yeah, so that is also happening. And if you look on the site, I mean, I've been preaching also this, like, guys, we're not off. We're not off the track. We're exactly on track. Here you can see it. Like, we are even above now the cycle performance. We're even starting to front run once again. So it's happening. Troy says, do you think because of options trading the bear market will hit even harder? Ooh, that's a good question, but I think not. Probably not. I think it will hit as hard as before, because if Bitcoin hits lows that were unexpected, whales will swoop in and just be happy about holding the real coin, right? So probably not, but we will see. Okay, 11.7 says sends $5 for Jesus coin TA. So I think we have looked at Jesus once, right? When it showed up in the bubble chart with a pump. I think, isn't that like this open coin? But yes, $5. Why not, right? Why not do some Jesus TA? Just let me get quickly through with the proud holder of Jesus coin. Let's go. Why not? Just let me get through with the cycle comparison here, and then we can look at some altcoins. As this donation is coming straight from the crypto church, apparently. Okay, so here we also see it, right? Pink line is where we are. So we are between the other cycles. So that's definitely happening. And here's another comparison. The orange one is us. So the good time is still in front of us. Nothing happened yet. Like we're all gonna make it. Yeah, we're all gonna make it. This one is I will save this for a little bit later, because AI is completely going out of control, and this one was pretty funny, also in the light of that there. But let's look at this first. Let's start, because of the very hot donation at the moment. Let's start with that TA. Let's look which. Okay, so let's take the altcoin chart. So you see, this is altcoins, right? Altcoins handle also broke out, but before Bitcoin, right? You see it here. Here's a retest and go time. So if we look at the weekly here, we see it a little bit better, how these altcoins were retesting and breaking out. So very likely the altcoins are going to move with Bitcoin, but hesitant, as Bitcoin dominance is going to go up more, or still going up more. So that is happening. Let's see how Jesus coin is performing to satisfy 11.7 whatever. Jesus coin tether US. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's I think that's very bullish. Very bullish. It's just repeating what happened here. So Jesus coin is doing well. So you had this resistance all the way, right? And then you had, so look at this. I think there's not much to discuss here. So you have a massive resistance that was piling up since December 23, a breakout with a big retest and a go, right, on the weekly. So here's your retest, and now it I don't know what happened. It dumped, but probably it's still going to go, still going to fly, right? So here's your Jesus coin. I think there's nothing to discuss. Nothing to discuss much here about this. This is pretty bullish. The only thing that you don't want to see is that it just rolls over and collapses here. But I think that's pretty clear breakout on the weekly. So looks good. Let's see. Jesus coin, the best is yet to come. Yeah, I agree. Radium chart is amazing. I can see Jesus to 1 cent. That's going to be hard, man. Look at how many zeros are there. This is on USD, so I mean, this is really hard. I don't know what the market cap is, but yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. let's see a Jesus coin also on coin market cap. Let's see. Let's put this here. Jesus coin. Let's see how much market cap this thing has. Okay, so it has a $30 million 30 million euro market cap. Can I put this on dollars somehow? I don't know. But so let's see. It's traded on Jupiter, Polynex, on Radium, and on Uniswap. So it's only on DEXs. So Jesus is extremely decentralized, which is understandable because centralized institutions have crucified Jesus. So it's understandable that Jesus coin is very decentralized. But yeah, I think it's maybe I have to get some. Maybe I have to get some Jesus coin, so that might be doing pretty well. I don't know if this counts as a meme coin or what, but it is what it is, right? So so let's look at Radium also. So Radium Tether, but guys, keep in mind we will go to the broader charts and look at the situation in a second. So is that a good Radium chart? Let's see. Let's put it on the weekly directly, so we see. I think this is a good one. Oh yeah. Okay, Radium is like massively. Radium hasn't broken out yet, so Radium is just yeah, it's kind of a like symmetrical. Maybe you want to even see this as a like a continuation bull flag, whatever, but this is extremely bullish. This is extremely bullish. Yeah. This, I mean, this is crazy. Also, look at this. Like, this is massive bullish continuation pattern. I have to tell you. So this one's going to fly to the moon probably. I mean, if let's say this is a bull flag. Put this on non-logarithmic for target. I don't know if this breaks out, conservative target for the breakout. If this at some point breaks, it's let's say it breaks here where we are, you would fly to 3.8 dollar, right? Almost 4, so approaching 4. You probably encounter big resistance here, where this mega sell-off happened. But I think that's only the beginning, and then you're looking at something like if this was like a bull flag or so. Yeah, then you're looking to $5. That's what I would say. But yeah, and then you go. I mean, that it has already been at 7, so it's probably likely inevitable that this flies more, right? So yeah, that's for Radium. Jesus coin the best. Okay, we saw that. I can see Jesus 1 cent, 30M, 80% of supply is burned. Oh, that's good. But what's the fundamental behind it? I have to see. Yes, get some Jesus coin. It's a mission coin. Okay. Jesus coin, the only faith-based coin, do good, give more. Sounds good. Charity is usually not my thing, but this one has the potential also as meme coins. Like, it's considered probably still more the meme coin sector. Lucky I bought earlier, absolutely. I mean, this thing, you have to also consider, this thing is like up 10x from the bottom at least. It's crazy. So this thing is okay. So let's assess a little bit the situation. So so the others chart, right? It's not all the altcoins. It's just the smaller altcoins, right? But the others chart is looking extremely bullish. We're looking at start of a wave 3, potentially bringing us way up, right? Way up, out of this cup and handle. So this is only the start of the bullish move for altcoins. Bitcoin is moving first. now the important thing, and where I also say is a head scratcher, is this one, right? So I was expecting, and I can tell this openly, I was expecting that this is going to be a fake out and that Bitcoin dominance crashes. But I was also expecting it to rise at the same time. You know, discussion here on the channel since a long time is like, Bitcoin didn't fly off. Bitcoin dominance is already breaking out of this massive thing. So what in the heck is going to happen here, right? So usually, we have established this massive long pattern and it's starting to break out to the upside, which is not so good for altcoins yet, right? But the higher this Bitcoin dominance rises, the harder this turnaround will be. So the big question is, where will this turnaround start and when will we have alt season? So everything that you see out of the altcoins right now is nothing compared to where we are going, right? Where we could go, yeah. So it's just unclear, right? So this is relatively, let's say there's a breakout to the upside. We don't know how much higher Bitcoin dominance will go until it turns around. But also the fact that it's going higher and we're sitting just under all-time highs. I mean, it could still go on a fake out, right? If you look at the monthly, for example, you could still see this just come back the next month, do the fake out, and that's it. But it's weird. It's a weird situation to be in. And it also means that we will not have this mega altcoin pump everywhere until this happens, right? So we are still in somewhat of a percentage discovery, aiming at 60% for Bitcoin, right? But we will see. Maybe if the altcoins start running now, we can have our turnaround in this month still and break back into this pattern. So we will not abandon this pattern just yet, but it's breaking away from what we have thought and predicted. So we need to keep that in mind, also to assess where we are going to take profit, right, for altcoins. Because you know, guys, like profit taking, most important thing. Buy some Jesus coin live on chat, even if it's just a bit. No, not going to buy it live on chat, but I will look into it. I will look into buying it, right? Because also then I have to first check which exchange I want to take and connect my wallet and so on. I will not do that live on chat, but thanks. Okay, so that's for that. Quickly, before we look at the market, one thing that is extremely bullish is the breakdown of USDT, right? So we have been waiting for this a long time. You see, we have also drawn this in, like how this could look, like a little bit resistance here. Didn't like, here is your this thing is here, right? And now could it come back to retest? Maybe, but I don't think so. It's just everyone knows the breakout is starting and USDT is going to be allocated into the market, right? People are buying now. So if there is altcoins to be bought, the time is now, right? The time is now, because I think altcoins will be subsequently flying. We can still buy some altcoins, but I think if you should be in your bags already, right? Because you've been watching this channel. Another funny head scratcher is this here. We've been breaking out for Bitcoin, even though that the dollar just went on a massive tear. And I think I know the explanation why the dollar went up. So you know that DXY is the comparison of the dollar against a basket of other currencies in the world. And I think the reason why the dollar went up so much is because the Chinese yuan has been devalued so much by money printing and by lowering interest rate and I don't know what. So I think this might have been the reason why the DXY has been going up. But obviously, we also know that the US central bank is going to lower interest rates and devaluing again. So at some point, I think the dollar will crash down, right? We see that the overall trajectory, the trend is down, as we have been observing since a long time. Guys, you remember back then when we discussed this breakdown? It's a long time. The long time has been this has been happening, and also almost all other currencies in the world are devaluing at the moment, right? So the Brazilian real down, like the others are down, so that makes dollar go up, right? And when the dollar goes up, it has the tendency of people going out of other currencies into the dollar. Like it's the phenomenon, right? So this is happening because, like, for example, let's say you hold Brazilian real, right? And someone says, oh, we're going to devalue it. What do? You look for stronger currency and you buy that currency, right? As a, I don't know, institution, bank, or whatever. If you can, you buy that other currency that is the dollar. But then people are looking from the dollar and like, what can we buy to not fuck this up, right? So they go out of the dollar into assets that outperform this, and this what happens once people are taking the dollar, buying stocks, Bitcoin, bonds, whatever, right? Probably not bonds, but who knows? Yeah, let's hit the like button, guys. Let's hit the like. Please hit the like button here for me. 40 people here in the morning stream. I really appreciate that. Chris Thomas is here. Morning, chefs. What's going on? So many rare hodlers here. I really love it. Web3V says Mr. Planet Profit. Good morning to you as well. What is going on? So that the signs, these are the head scratchers, right? The Bitcoin dominance, what's going to happen, and the DXY with this weird breakout where the USDT is breaking down, right? So really crazy. So you see that in the crypto sphere, everyone's like, let's pump this down, right? Let's pump into it. Gold. So here's my message to Stu. Gold is still rising. So Stu's $88,000 gold donation. We're hoping that it happens because that would mean an insane market cap for gold, which means that subsequently at some point there is an insane market cap for Bitcoin as well. So that is happening, and then finally and ultimately again our view on the altcoins. So we're nowhere near the real deal for the altcoins, right? The next thing that is going to happen is that altcoins at some point, maybe after the elections, maybe somewhere, are starting to fire the engines and bring that rocket ship up, right? And we don't know exactly when it will happen, but there's going to be massive amounts of money pouring into the altcoins once this breaks down. And for this to break down, we have to fire the engines first on Bitcoin and have the Bitcoin breakout. By the way, we're still sitting at 69,000, so we're not really starting the week with a strong move just yet, but who knows how this will look in the afternoon already when the US market starts, the ETFs start buying again, and so on. So this is a clear breakout, a nice retest. Even if this week stays like this would be a nice retest on top of this high, and then from there we might go. Yeah, so all signs are flashing bullish. And what's the most bullish is, if you look at the Google Trends, you will see that retail doesn't give a shit, because retail doesn't want to buy when things are low. Retail wants to buy when things are high. So we have an almost all-time low numbers here for Bitcoin search volume. The blue bar is Bitcoin search volume. The red bar is Ethereum as a placeholder or a marker for altcoins, as people are looking for a specific coin. So you see, we have been already higher for altcoins here. And then NFT is just flatlining. It has been at 1 or sometimes 2. So retail is not in the game. And you know this also by no one talking about this, right? No one that you know that is not already into crypto talking about this. So this is really good. So let's look at the weekly performance, and we already see that there's some degen stuff going on into the top 100. ApeCoin just doubled in price. ApeCoin just went on a huge move and doubled in price. Actually, I don't know why. We can look it up, maybe here. Let's see. This comes in a second. But ApeCoin did a big one. Then also Mu, Bonk 10%, Dogecoin 33%. DYDX with a move. Now we see that some coins are moving that are actually not meme coins, right? So we see 33% move, Jupiter 22% move, Pendle 17%, Helium 10%, and so on. Also VeChain with a nice 7%, and Chainlink with an overall 8.8% move, as Bitcoin moves 7%. Also here's Mina just popped up here in the top 100. Let's see the top 200. Also with Radium on 30%. Mu just, I think it dropped out. It was on the other in the top 100. GigaChat 70%, Apu 20%, Meme 20%, and so on. So everything across the board is up. We see also Zeta, Aevo, Turbo, and so on. Everything's green on the week. Also, let's see the top 300, how we are doing there. So we have some pumpers here. So Telcoin, UPC, checks. What is that? Chintai. I don't even know about this one. So yeah, API 3 also 25%. GMX 11.3%, not a meme coin there, right? PAL AI 15%. So it's starting to attract some desync here, also like the Alex Becker coins, right? So it's starting big time, 23%. Pixel 15%. Nice pumps here out of that. So it's starting that also other coins are getting money allocation, which is exactly the transition after meme coins. That once people are done with meme coins, they're looking for like the coins that are very promising business models and so on, and trying to identify what could come next, right? So this is why I say maybe there is a meme coin super cycle, but the other coins, they will also do really, really well, and we see the beginnings here, right? What's crazy is that Sushi Swap is like somewhere down here in the top 300 as coin. Now let's also look at ECOMI. So ECOMI is the one coin that doesn't do this. So we see again no sign of strength. This year has already, like, this has broken down, right? Again, a breakdown here. Not a new all-time low, but we're still, like, there's still sell pressure coming into the ECOMI token, so we are waiting for the turnaround. Frank Castle asked, what's your opinion on Bird Dog on Solana? I have no opinion on that. Potential MC, I don't know. I don't know Bird Dog. I don't know this coin, to be honest. So ECOMI token still no sign of strength, very low. If you're bullish, then we're still waiting for the whales to make their move. The good thing is that you can use it to buy VeVe collectibles. VeVe collectibles are doing pretty well. Do you think OMI will go to new all-time high 2025? Difficult to. It depends whether the whale wallets are done with the offloading by then or not, right? So, but I think so. The only thing that I think is not problematic with this is that it's completely NFT related coin at the moment. There's no narrative on it, and NFTs are the last ones to pump. So I think that's fine. But at some point, we need to see some strength out of this, out of OMI, where you can say, okay, now so you see this mega wick to the upside. So this is where someone just bought, and it immediately got sold into. this needs to stop at some point, right? This needs to stop at some point, and then we will see also some move out of the ECOMI token. I think it will come back. Will it go to all-time high? That depends on how much whale wallets still have left over to dump into the market, right? But I think it can do some multiples from here. Very likely, my target area would be this one to come back to, right? This would be a rough, what that target area would be from where we are right now to this area would be a rough 20x. So I think that's possible. But we will have to wait and see, right? I mean, I have my coins, my bet is on. You see in the long haul, the volume is coming back. We will see. We want to see more volume. Let's put some indicators on this. So let's go to weekly, and let's put some indicators to this. So let's see the MACD for this. So the MACD also flashed bullish on the weekly for ECOMI. This is good. Since already 3 weeks, but there's no reaction just yet. That is good. Last time we flashed bullish, we had a pretty big pump, which did not result in a breakout. So we will have to wait and see. But the MACD flash for ECOMI here, that's a good sign already, right? That's a good sign, but doesn't mean that we are out of the woods. Let's also look at the TSI here for this one. So the TSI did not flash bullish yet. You see it here, right? So I think we might want to wait for this. Let's see how it reacted on the last bull cross. Here's one, so 2 pumps, but no breakouts on the last bull crosses. And then we didn't really, we only had one. So the TSI is not really reliable for the ECOMI token at the moment. And then let's look at the monthly. So the monthly we don't have really data other than that. Basically, OMI on the monthly is massively oversold according to RSI. The MACD the MACD is just non-existent. So we don't have enough data on the monthly. What we know is that fundamentals play a big role for ECOMI. So we need a new roadmap. We need exchanges in the US. We need Web3 catering. We need OMI to NFT, which we have on Stacker, to get adopted. And we need the burns ramping up. What do you think of the new VeVe co-CEO? I think it's great. I think he's good. I think that is something that we need. So let's see it one by one, right? So let's see it one by one. So here's your VeVe. I talked about this in the last stream. I said this could be a bull flag on the VeVe user numbers, and now you see like NYCC has started and the user numbers have jumped again, right? So events pay off for VeVe. I don't know how about the user retention, but here we are at 456 and we went to 577. So they gained about 120 users, 121 users over a couple of days. That's pretty good. I think that's good. That's not the massive inflow that we saw in the bull run, but it's pretty good overall, as you consider that some of these collectibles only have these 100 something left over, right? And yesterday, if you haven't seen it, I brought out a video explaining a little bit the effect of liquidity on scarcity in the VeVe app and also in NFTs as a general. So user numbers going up, tokens minted going up. Let's see here. So there's some news that is really good for the VeVe comics. So let's check this out together. It's only a minute or so. Let's watch this.
Hey, it's Corey, and I'm at VeVe booth 3327, New York Comic Con 2024. And I'm here with none other than Dan Crothers, co-founder and COO of VeVe. Dan, a lot of people have been coming into the booth for comics. And one of the exciting things we have for comics is VeVe Comics. And one of the cool tools that we have coming in VeVe Comics, which you have been heavily involved in, is the VeVe Comics Curator tool. Dan, can you tell us a little bit about what is the VeVe Comics Curator tool?
Absolutely, Corey. So the curator tool really allows comic artists, independent writers, anybody who wants to start potentially publishing their own comic to come through the VeVe platform. Very, very simple, easy interface. Can upload their own comics, decide how they want to sell that comic, variant covers, everything like that. So it's really, really cool tool that we have coming in the future, and really excited to announce it here today.
And I'm really excited to hear about it. And one of the interesting things about comics on VeVe is, yes, we have some of the huge brands, like we have your Marvel, we have some independent things, we have The Addiction and 24/7 Comics. And VeVe Comics with the curator tool hopefully is going to allow a lot of you who are watching, who want to get into comics but haven't quite figured out the best way of doing it, to quickly and easily get your comic in front of a pretty big fan base, right, Dan?
Exactly, the big VeVe fan base.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I know you're super busy.
So I think that is pretty good, so that they open up the gate for comic creators to come on VeVe Comics, because that basically they are becoming the marketplace, capitalizing on fees, and they can attract small fan bases on the site that also might be fans of others, right? And then they can get their exclusive covers on VeVe. And the small fan bases, they can just tell the other ones, right? Attract new users, and then new users on VeVe, they will take a look around. They're probably fan of other things too, and also buy the stuff. So I think that's great. And then what happened is they have been, so Corey here has also been on eBay Live at this event. So
a comic creator.
You see
so it's
this
just
here,
a
right?
great way if you're trying to get into comics. VeVe's a great way to do it, and VeVe Comics has the comic curator tool.
So they are talking about the curator tool. So on eBay Live, they have been doing a live sale event on TikTok Shop. So they have been on the TikTok Shop there with the comics. I don't know if they had any fidgetals there, but the VeVe present on the TikTok. So they're doing a lot of let's say attracting new users that maybe didn't know this, which is really good, right? But talking about the curator stuff, so we are here in my VeVe account, and what I did want to do, and I wanted to do it on stream, is this comic here, right? So this one is from 247 Comics, and it's that's the comic from Swaggle House, Sanity 1. I asked Swaggle if, so first of all, you guys remember that I had Swaggle on this stream. It's basically where this might have started, this comic is finally ending up on VeVe Comics, or on the VeVe app even, right? So there are, of this Sanity comic, there are 2,800 editions, and there are some rarities to get. And I'm going to buy one here right now on stream. So I'm hitting here behind the chat, I'm going to hit the button so that I can hopefully get some rarity here on the Swaggle House comic. But even the common would be nice, and I hope I get a signed version of him from him, also for my collection. So I'm going to do this right now, also to support him. So let's see here, Sanity comic. Here we go, right? Put this on. Let's see. Oh man, edition 1, 2, 5, 4. That could have been 1, 2, 3, 4 or something. Would have been better. But do I see the rarity? I don't see it, right? Got it. Let's see. Where do I see see my edition? Can I go to my edition directly? I can't from here, right? So let's see comics. Maybe it's there. Let's see. Doesn't it say like one owned or something like that? Yeah, you own one edition. There it is. Let's see. Okay, apparently I own a common, right? Yeah, I got a common, so that's fine. So I got a common, which I also could have gotten for 175 on the market, but it is what it is. I took my chances, and I hope this support comes to him. Maybe I go for another one in the next days or so here to get to have a chance on the higher rarities. But we will see. We will see. Also, can I see the secret rare? Anyways, that's the sanity comic here. So if you see the swaggle, nice job. I really like that you have your comic here. Anyways, let's also look at this announcement here about the fig pins from David Yu.
Hello everyone, my name's David. I'm co-founder CEO of VeVe, and today we're at New York Comic Con April 3/27. I do have a special announcement around the fig pin partnership that we're doing that a lot of our users probably doesn't know. So a lot of you guys have come to our booth today the last couple of days to purchase either the gold heart logo or the word logo for VeVe. But there's something you don't know, and you will only find out now. When you open up your pins in the fig pin, in the back of the pins, individual pins, there is a special code redemption number. And that redemption number will marry up with your fig pin app that will give you the limited edition.
One thing that we should note here is that, look at that. This is the official VeVe video. They cut this in, and there is the Dragon Ball. Here is the Dragon Ball. Here is DC pins and so on. So they cut this in, right?
So to give you a little bit is you do need to download the fig pin, which is the instructions inside the packaging, and your special redemption code is in the back. Once you redeem that, that will be your fig pin number, and that will associate to your gold or silver logo number or your logo pin with your VeVe. So something new for you guys to share today from our booth in partnership with Fig.
So there's also the KFC pin here on the side of his, but the thing is that now it's like real digital. So you have the code directly on the back of the pin, showing authenticity on that pin, but then you get your corresponding VeVe collectible in the app, which is really good to bring in some people, especially for the fig pins that are not VeVe logos, but that someone really wants, right? So I want I already asked someone to send me a pin, so that is really cool. I really want to be on the events in the future, so that's definitely something that I really am looking forward to. So I think for today we call it a day. So thank you very much for each and every one of you who has subscribed, who is a rare hodler. Also, thank you, Troy, especially for the donations regarding my birthday and so on. So really appreciate that one. And for your all your discussion here. I hope you found value, and we're going to do a lot more here. There will be another Crypto Morning Coffee tomorrow, so make sure to be subscribed with notifications on. Don't forget to like this stream on your way out. I would really highly appreciate that. And now, wherever you are on the world, have a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. Don't forget to watch the video on VeVe that I made yesterday. And I see you in the next one very, very soon at Crypto Morning Coffee. Have a good one, everyone, and bye.